Hey guys, this is Grumpy Wolf and welcome back to the channel. So this is the Inferno S Rank run, which was actually the run that I'd done on my live stream over on Twitch. If you guys haven't checked it out, then please do go over there and follow the channel and show some support. I'll leave the link for that in the description below. So for this run, the reason we'd done it was to get the last few achievements, which we ended up doing. I checked a few guides before starting this, so I did have an idea what to expect, and it actually wasn't that different than the Nightmare run that we'd done. The only real difference being is that there's no autosaves on Inferno, which isn't too much of an issue if you know what you're doing. So actually managed to finish this in roughly 1 hour 6 minutes, I believe. We had 0 deaths and we only saved 4 times. I will say that if you're going to go for this achievement, then make sure that you've purchased the Infinite RPG and the coins from the shop, as that's going to make the run a whole bunch easier. There's a couple of tricky sections though, mainly the head roll section, as if you get stuck in a barricade in the middle, then you're pretty much dead. And then the final boss fight. I don't know if there's any real methods of fighting them at the end, or I just rolled a bunch and dodged and got lucky and it worked. So try that. Anyways guys, I'll let the video roll, and remember, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe and go follow my channel over on Twitch. I do stream 4 to 5 times per week trying to get achievements, or playing Rocksmith, or just playing random games for fun. Anyway guys, enjoy the video. Yes, okay. This is the one that we'll leave until the very end because it'll be easy. I want to get these 2 fuckers out the way. Doing alright, nice. How's the achievement hunting going? I kind of took a bit of a break from it after I've done that, like, well, what was supposed to be a 12-hour marathon at 10, like a 9-hour one. So I've been doing it casually, but it's actually not that difficult to get it on this. It's only the final boss which is going to cause us a lot of issues, I think. Also the fact that we can only save a maximum of 5 times. I mean, I've done it on, what's the difficulty before this? The Nightmare? I've done that without saving. That wasn't too bad. It's meant to be quite similar to that, just a little bit more brutal. There's no autosaves either, which is an issue. Which is why we've got to tactically choose where, like, when we save. From what you've seen, the game is fairly short. Dude, you can, like, I've done it in an hour. I'm not good at speedrunning. It's very, very short. I mean, the first time I've done it, it took maybe 5-6 hours. And that was a casual playthrough where it took me time. But there's a lot of stuff you can just miss out. Also, we're using the Infinite RPG.
Hello?
Because why not?
Is that thing?
Why not? I was gonna try and remember what all the enemy, like, differences are, because I think it's this difficulty and the one before it. There's he moves some of the enemies around to try and get you and add some enemies in. So hopefully I remember where about they put them.
No way.
Although we can heal on this. I don't think it healed on Nightmare. Because didn't have to. We get these you get these coins that start healing you. I think they're quite slow, but it's free health, so good luck, thank you. I think I can do it. I do expect to die in a few places, but we're going to make sure that we save, like, around those areas. Just so if we do die, we don't have to, like, it's not going to reset our progress entirely. Just keep running. Come on, Jill. Girl. I'm going for 1 hour 15 for this playthrough. That's unless we die a bunch, because I think if you die and you don't, like, quit the game, it adds on to the time.
What was that thing?
But actually I don't even know what time you need on this. It's probably like an hour and a half or 1 hour 45 when I'd speedrun it. Dude, I was watching a few speedruns like last night. I couldn't sleep. I was like awake like 3 AM. And I thought, let's have a look on YouTube and see, like, what time people have been getting. And on S Rank, on Inferno, people have been getting, I think, like 56 minutes. I thought, oh, that's not bad. They must be using the RPG. Nope. They don't use any of the special weapons. They just they run for it. It's nuts. You love some speedruns. I don't like the speedruns that use exploits or glitches. Because to me, they're not speedruns, they're just... I don't know. I don't like those ones. But like actually finishing the game, legit, they're fun to watch. One of my like best friends actually does speedruns. I think he actually had one of the best times on Perfect Dark Zero on a few of the levels. Like he played it a lot. And we used to have one of the fastest times on, I think it was Trials Evolution. It was only a custom map though. It wasn't like a real track, but I had like a few thousand plays, and we were top. We were going bananas when we got it because he was in mine when we done it. So fun. He's actually. I wonder if he'll be doing this because he loves Resident Evil. He actually got, I think, all the achievements on the PC version of the original Res. And done like all the challenges, including like finish the game on friggin' I think it's invisible enemy mode, so you literally can't see any enemies, and you finished it. I was like, how? When GTA 5 came out, you had the fastest time in a golf cart race for a minute. Oh my god, on PS3. Hell yeah. See, I'm not quick or smooth with a lot of these things, so I'm never gonna like properly get a proper speed run or whatever. Would you leave me alone, please, sir? Thank you. I'm just happy to finish challenges. Never mind like the fastest time ever. Start the car. I love this bit. I say this every time. It's like Ninja Cat. Like every time that the camera goes back to me, he's a little bit closer.
It's my turn, bitch.
Except for its nemesis, and he'll kill you. Not a cat. Oh, it's a cutscene. Okay. What have you been up to anyway, Gamma? Hey, fuckface. Thank you, Carlos. Valorant, did you get a key? I think Fozzie was in here a couple days ago and he was saying like it's so difficult to get a key. He got one, but like the drops, because I think so many people are watching it, obviously the chance of you getting one's quite low.
Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
But you did. What's it like? It looks fun. I was watching Matt Hafey, Joe, the singer from Trivium. He streams, and he was playing it earlier. The best way I've heard it described is a mix of CSGO and Overwatch. I like Overwatch. I've played CSGO, wasn't too good at it. I was so bad. It's like Counter-Strike with the Overwatch powers. Yup, there you go.
Kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys
It looks fun though. I need to like start lurking in about 10 different Valorant streams for the drops, don't I?
But I'm going to the shelter.
Because this is only beta, isn't it, at the moment? Or early access, or whatever they want to call it.
It's this way.
Also, the first time I saw this, I only saw like his eyes, and I thought it was the M&M guy. Because it is M&M's. Like, that's blatantly M&M's, right? It's a yellow one and a red one. That's M&M's. It's gotta be. It's tough going from like COD to Valorant because it's slow pace. Yeah. Yeah. I actually played quite a lot of Call of Duty recently as well. Warzone.
First things first. We need to get you.
And I'm okay at it. That's okay as far as I'll go. You've got 3 wins. Plus 1 in Plunder, but we don't count Plunder because Plunder's shit. So we've got 3 normal wins. And about, I want to say about 8 or 9 second place finishes. Because we used to keep bottling it.
Working on it.
And then we won 1, and then we won like another 2 in like the next 2 days.
And how do I
Yeah,
do that?
M&M's for sure, definitely. Yeah, but they just bought COD for you the other day. It's pretty good. Hell yeah. It's very good, actually.
Let's do this fast.
I'm glad that they didn't like butcher it. Also, I know we're taking the coins to heal, but we're gonna take these anyway, just because it's better to be safe. Also, remind me not to save at every opportunity, because I save all the time, and we only have 5, and I know where we've got to save, and it's not for a while. But I'll probably just see a typewriter and just like try and save, because I'm a dumbass. You got a second place in... I've never tried solos. I'm too scared. You didn't know there was a revive... Right, okay, so one of the times we finished second, both my buddies died. It was just me against two. I sniped one of them. I sniped the other guy. And then I didn't know how the time... Like, the counter worked. I thought the counter was like... I didn't... Or do like the how many people are left. I didn't know if it included me or not. So I thought like the game would finish. And my brother was like, yeah, it's finished. That's all of them. And then... Oh no, sorry... My brother was like, oh no, there's another one left. And my other friend was like, no, like, that's it. He's probably got... He's like, he's still alive. I thought I downed him. And then I didn't realise he used self-res and then killed me. I was like, oh, shit. And we got second because of that. I was devastated. But now I know. Now I know. I was so angry. We've got one space. There. We have Uno space. So the first time we save is actually in the construction site. Right, save, dude. It's such a cheap way. It's like... I've been watching a few streams as well, Joe, the pros. And the amount of times they get to the final circle and there's one guy just cheesing in a chopper. Just flying around in a final circle trying to get like a cheap win. Oh my god. It's so annoying. The rooftop camps is the worst. You'll do well and then you'll just die to someone just chilling on the roof. It happens so many times to us. I think what they need to do though is have, when the gas closes in, it should push down from the sky as well and force you ground level, or at least only to smaller buildings, not like skyscrapers, because it's too easy to get a win if you're just up high. In my opinion. So on this difficulty and the previous one, that door is actually locked, which means you've got to go around. Just a little bit annoying. Only takes a few more seconds, I guess, but there's a zombie we've got to avoid in this next door. A lot of... Oh my god. Okay, so my... Did you know that my Xbox broke? It broke twice. It broke once. I fixed it a few days later. It just randomly started working again. And then it broke again. Like the week after. So while it was broke, I downloaded Warzone on PC. And started playing there while I was waiting for, like... well, to get a new Xbox. And so my brother and my best mate are like on console on Xbox, so we could play, obviously because it's all cross-platform, we can play with them. When we play Warzone, obviously you have to have cross-play enabled to play it unless you're on PlayStation for some weird reason. PlayStation can disable it, and the amount of cheaters you get is ridiculous. But it's so much more noticeable on PC if you go into multiplayer. Because it's literally just rife. Like, I would say about 33% of games I played, like multiplayer matches, had a blatant like aimbotter or wall hacker. And they don't even make it like subtle, because you watch the kill of the game feed or whatever, and they're snapping to targets the other side of the map, getting like one tap headshots and stuff, and it's so blatant. And it's so bad. And it's the same in Warzone. It's so bad, and they need to do something about it. But they've got no anti-cheat system at all. Like, literally, there's no anti-cheat system. And because it's a free-to-play game, especially like a Warzone, people aren't bothered about the rank. They just play it. They'll hack. They'll get banned, and they just make a new account. It's free. There's nothing stopping them. So they need to pull the fingers out, to be honest, to fix it. The gas closing down because... Yeah, it just... I don't think they'll do it, but... It's only to stop the campers on rooftops. But people still camp just indoors, I guess. There'll always be campers. Always. Saw it on Twitter. You haven't played much yet, but it sounds bad. Yeah. Like, if you've got it on console and you're playing multiplayer, disable crossplay. It's way better. Way better. Apparently you can get through this door with him. Let's try and do it. No! Yeah, we've done it. But he disappears. Because he's magic. Nikolai the Magician. Hey, doggies. You kill those guys there as well. No, that's like a speedrun. So we done this yesterday on, I think it was hardcore without healing, and it was so easy. Well, I'll say without healing, there's one moment which is coming up in a minute that you actually need to heal. It's part of the story. Otherwise you die. But besides that, we didn't heal. Also, this RPG is so cheap, you can literally fire it at your feet and just not take damage. It's great. It's amazing. But besides the cheaters and stuff, Warzone's really fun. And especially the fact that you don't need to all be on the same console. Which is really cool. Like I was playing with Rico a while ago as well. I think he was on... Was he on PC or PlayStation? I was on my Xbox. Right, so this is where you gotta heal. Pick the lock. Go to this fucker that jams whatever it is down your throat. I hate this bit just because I hate spiders. And they're everywhere. There's so many on the higher difficulties. So many. So I'm just gonna start firing RPGs randomly. Just to be extra certain. See? Like that fucker there. Hate this bit. The noises as well, like the little when they're running around. Ugh. No, not for me. Cause being fun, you want to get the this game and the second remake at some point. Have you not got Res 2? Do get it. Res 2 is phenomenal. I actually didn't like this when I first played it. I played it on, I think it was Friday, just gone, for an hour and a half. And Joe, you're just not feeling the game. I was like, no, I don't want it. So I requested a refund from Xbox, and then on Saturday I played it for like 5 hours, and then they emailed me saying, you've played too much. You're not getting your money back. It's like, okay. But I liked it by then anyway, so it's fine. It's good for me. Xbox are very stingy with the refunds though. Steam is so good. Steam give it back like that. But Microsoft being Microsoft, like, nope. You bought it. You gotta keep it. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't get like the refund for it, because I've been enjoying it since I've been like smashing it. Especially since I've been trying to do the challenges and like the harder difficulties. So I never normally do that in games. I never like challenge myself. So I suppose it's all good in the end. Money well spent and all that. I actually really enjoy Res 5. I never played 6 except for the demo. 5 was great. 5 was good as well because I co-op. Like the co-op in 5 was really, really good. But I said I only played the demo of 6. I know that's a lot of people's least favourites, shall we say. I totally feel that. You love some games and normally play them whenever, but some days just not happening. Exactly like yesterday, I played Rocksmith and I knew within 10 minutes that I wasn't gonna enjoy it. It's just, I don't know. But the thing is with me, I don't really know until I start playing it, and then it's like if I feel it or not. It'd be a lot easier if I knew before I started playing them. But yeah. Sad to that. You think it's 100%? See, I got 100% on the base game. But I think me and one of my buds were... It's actually the one who does speedruns. We tried doing the DLC and it broke on us for some reason. Like, it just broke. And it reset our progress like to the start of the DLC. And we were like, yeah, we're not doing that again. We gave up. But they're remaking 4 as well, aren't they? 4 is a lot of people's favourites. I have 4 on this. I think I got it in one of the sales. It's not my favourite. Just the tone of it overall is a bit eh. My favourite's 2 in this one. But I'm sure if I'm in the mood and play it, I'll really enjoy it. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, now that that's out the way, that's actually really good. What's our health at? We're fine. You love achievement hunting? Hell yeah. Capcom made a post somewhere asking if people like the remaking of the Res games. Do you know what? The remakes that they've been doing have been really well done. And no, did you ever play the original Res 3? Like, was it 99 when it was out? I never. But apparently there's a lot of missed content in this. That was in the original. Which is, I think, the only reason why some people aren't a fan of this.
Carlos, it's Joe.
But I never played it. The very first Res game I played was Outbreak File 2. And that was because it cost me £5. I actually like that one. It's like scenario based. It's quite cool though. But yeah, I never played like the originals. The first like actual Res game I played was 5. It was 5. Don't punch me, you piece of shit. Okay, now we're free to run. It's weird, that first rocket he always dodges on like any difficulty. He's like Neo. You got all the OG games? Hell yeah. See, I don't think I've got any of my old like consoles or games and stuff. Hello? We still got the Sega Mega Drive somewhere, but I think I traded in like the old PS1 and PS2 and stuff. And I kind of regret it now because like they're just so retro now. 4 was the first you played, but somewhere in the house you got 1, 2, and 3 as well. Oh hell yeah. Right, I'm gonna pick like this because they should have a first aid spray, I think. I believe it does. Oh yeah. Actually, what does this do? Just helps you dodge, I think. Okay. So now we've got to go back to the subway station. I think Nemesis appears again. Pretty sure he does. It like comes and says hi. He is. Stop dodging, please. Thank you. Dankeschön. I think we're not too far off. Oh, actually, no. We've got to do the sewers before we save. Okay, we're a little ways away from the first save. I think once I get one save in, I'll be a bit more relaxed. Just because I know if it died, then at least it's not like at the start of the game again. You know what I mean? It's so cheap with the RPG though. I love it.
Now what?
I love it.
All right, where are we headed?
The train is stopped at Redstone Street. We need to reach Fox Park Station.
I always forget that's F8. I thought it was a PA, like
Hey,
Horst Avenue or whatever it says.
consider it done.
I was stuck here for like 5 minutes when I first played through. Like PA's not there. It's FA.
Valid route confirmed.
I'm just a
Carlos,
dumbass.
it's me. I finished inputting
What we know
the
that.
subway route.
Chill, you are. Hurry back to the station. Make sure the subway's ready to depart.
Okay. Needs Steam to have another Capcom or Resi sale to use the money the government gave to build some. Oh, you not allowed to wear and stuff. Good though. Hope you're staying safe.
What the fuck?
So it's great. I haven't left the house now in like 2 weeks, and I love it. Did he just fall from the roof? Did. I believe he did. These guys did. Steam always have sales on it. Great. You might be able to get them for cheap off. There's a few CD key sites you can get. Do you know where people just like get games in bulk and shit, and you have like loads of spares, and they're cheap. Is he stopped? Yes. Okay. I think if you stun him, you technically have enough time to run around. I believe. There's these fuckers. So many extra enemies on this difficulty, and you get less ammo as well. I feel you got out more since the semester started, but you're good. People you see all the time also don't go too much. Yeah, well, as long as you're like staying safe and stuff, and like taking the precautionary measures and whatever. But honestly, not much has changed with me. Like, the only time I used to leave the house was to go to work. So. Oh no! 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 I forgot about this bit. But how close he starts off. Stagger. Because I'm skipping cutscenes, I keep forgetting where about Nemesis shows up. Like, that could have been bad if he hit me again. I think we've got enough time. Unfortunately, we've got to use this vent 3 times because the rule of 3 in any video game is just like the biggest rule. I don't know why. There we go. $60 for 4, 5, and 6. That's not bad. I wouldn't say that's too bad. Is it tempting you? Is that a sale or just like a bundle? Like, is that like the normal price for it?
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos. Oh, shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
It's just a normal bundle. Ooh.
Oh, what was that?
I think that's worth it.
Oh, God. I'm definitely burning.
So I need to remember where about these weird, horrible frog things spawn. I think the first one's behind a waterfall on this playthrough. You should get 3 enemies that drop down in like 2 seconds, I think. Yeah. Wait, thank you. There's one behind there. I can see his stupid face, little nose popping out. Is he dead? Dead. There's one here. Like, I panicked so much when I first saw these. It's horrible. Also, they can one-hit you. And that I got one hit a lot on my first playthrough. We got room. We need 2 slots. Oh my god, we don't? Oh, we don't need this though. We can eat one of them. Yeah. Just enough room. I wonder if it's worth me getting a hip pouch from one of the other rooms. I'm basically speedrunning knowing all the enemies and items are. Yeah, and I know. Because like, whenever I used to watch speedruns, I was like, how the hell do people remember what everything is and all the enemies? And then I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Obviously not to the full extent of a proper speedrun. Like, I'm not going to get like 55 minutes or whatever, or, you know, I'm doing it with the OP weapons, which a lot of people don't do. It's only because I've played it so much the last few days. I think this is my 5th or 6th playthrough. And I've also watched a few playthroughs on YouTube and such. Just to get to grips with it's basically just to make sure I don't mess up, because you can't save often on this if you want to get the S rank. So battery. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, buddy. I just love how every enemy dies in 1 hit. Even in some of the boss fights, Nemesis takes like 4 rockets and he's just dead. That's probably because we got that. We got the assault coins, which boosts our attack as well. Now I don't know whether to go in there and get the extra hip pouch space. I'm probably not gonna. I think it spawns there. I don't know if it moves on this difficulty. No, because we got 2 from like the store at the start. So I don't know. We're actually getting kind of close to our first save now. I think, unless I'm forgetting something. I think we. Oh, yeah, I think we are. I know there's no like technically no right way to like place to save. It's just easier to do in certain sections, or more beneficial, just so you don't lose too much progress, or right before certain tricky sections. So it's the save up the top of this building that we're doing, and that's just because in the boss fight, although it's unlikely to happen, he can one-hit us. Chances are you won't get anywhere near us before he's dead, but it's always a useful save to have. And the playthrough I watched, they saved like just after as well. I can't remember why. I think there was a tricky section after it, with like when you get chased again. Seems like an RPG or something. I don't know. So many cutscenes in this game. Like mini cutscenes. But they're quite good because they flow into the actual gameplay really well. Very fluid. I don't know why, but I still spam A when I'm going towards a hole. Even though you don't have to jump, it just jumps anyway. You never know. This and Res 2 look really good, yeah. Res 2 is a bit longer as well. I think the reason why they cut some of the content was this, because they had so little time to make it compared to like the second one. So this is our first save. Okay. 25 minutes in. I can't remember if that's good or bad. It's probably not great. It'd be cool to see Res 4. I think I've got it on this. I might play it sometime soon. I want to replay 1 because I only played 1 once properly, like all the way through, and I used a guide, so it wasn't as fun. I just used the guide for the entire thing. Two I played when it first came out. I'm just playing 3 now, and 4 I've played. I want to say I played like 75% of the way through 4, but I don't remember it much because it was back on the 360
Carlos?
when I played it. Although I do have it on this as well.
Loud and clear.
You got one on PS4. You just haven't played it, yeah.
Bastard's dead.
It's a bit different though to the remakes because like 2 and 3 look completely different. 1 is kind of just redone graphics.
Don't start.
Like it's still got the
I did what I had to.
horrid camera angles and stuff. But I guess that's kind of what makes like Resident Evil what it is. Like I don't mind those clunky controls. That's why I love Dead Rising, because it's classic Capcom dodgy controls. So you can't run and shoot. You've got to stop, aim, shoot. It makes you panic more, I think. The fear sets in a bit more. I don't think we have to kill that one because he usually wanders over there somewhere. The static camera angles always are kind of nice in a way, yeah. They're very strategically placed as well, so you know when something's like round the corner. You know something's going to get you. You're trying to find like the right angle to discover it and stuff. So the playthrough I watched, he saved it here, but I'm not going to do that. Because I don't think I'm going to struggle with this next bit. Honestly. I don't think I will. I'll save it for the hospital. Just so they're kind of spaced out. Even though the hospital's really easy. See, I'm saying like I'll lose too much time. I'll lose like 15 minutes of playtime. Because of how short the game is. So it's not like horrendous. Sorry, buddy. So it's this bit that people say is tricky. I've never had an issue with it, but
Launcher? Really?
you'll find out, won't we? He's gonna zoom around the corner. Get a case of the zoomies. In your knees. Good boy. We should be good now. I think we're alright. The amount of times I've shot that like zap thing and got myself. Although I don't think it does much damage or any damage, it just shocks you. GG, easy peasy. It's the easiest peasiest. Okay, the one thing I will struggle with is this fucker. See that head over there? Starts rolling. I always die. Even on the lower difficulties because I just can't get away from it. It's not even that difficult. You just gotta run. But I always run into like there's like a little split section between the stairs. It's like a plant pot thing, and I always run into it. I just die. So we'll see if I do it this time. I think it's best to run around first and then down the stairs. Also, for some reason, you get like I know I've been skipping most cutscenes, but if you watch this cutscene, you get more time because it kind of turns your character around for you. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, we should be alright. Also, for some reason, dodging is quicker than running. Which is strange. Also, Nemesis will say hi in a minute. Again. It takes an extra rocket to stun on this difficulty. That's not very cool. It's not cool. Oh, it's Carlos. I always do that. Nearly shoot him. Cool. 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 There you go. So we've got an extra save, I guess, to use whenever we want. I could do it at the start of this, like the police station or the hospital. I'll probably save it at the hospital.
I know we didn't get off to a great start.
Because the station's easy as well.
Hey, you saved my ass first.
Half an hour.
You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Joey will say though, when watching speedrunners play this game, they're so good at dodging. They've got it down to like the perfect centimeter.
What about you?
Of when to dodge.
Sound of it. I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
Now there'll be new
And you
orders.
never panic.
If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
Let me through. Cutscene.
You don't really think a pencil pusher like Barrett is still alive, do you?
I haven't done good.
Do. Joe, it's cool though. With all this lockdown stuff. My like phone service provider basically gave for like the next month I've got unlimited 4G. Like it's actually limited. I know a lot of unlimited stuff is like actually got a limit, but they've actually gave us unlimited. Hey Vicky, how you doing?
This is the police station.
It's like my Wi-Fi is just never on now.
It looks like a cemetery to me.
You got more data for free too? Hell yeah. The little things. The little things. So what I didn't realize that like the timeline in this game when I first played it, I was like, isn't Res 2 set in a police station? And realized it's the exact same thing. I think they're set like, is it in the same night or it's very close together? And I was like, I've been it. Am I playing the right Res game?
Where'd that cop go?
And I was just stupid and it's like, yeah, it literally takes place at the same time. So you gotta store everything. You don't need this. Whoop. Queens. We don't need the combat thing because that's only for dodging and Carlos doesn't dodge. He just punches. Basically. It's all from the same apocalypse. I think so, yeah. Like, I know, I keep getting the cutscene so you didn't see it, but the police guy that Brad attacked is the wounded guy that you see in 2. It's him. So this takes, like, this bit now is just before 2.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain.
Do you know why though? Because I thought Jill Valentine was into it. Like, it's not, it's Claire. I just get mixed up with the characters all the time.
You stay here and find out what's been going on here at
I
the
always get mixed up.
Call you if I find anything.
Because I'm not a huge Resi fan. That's why.
Be careful.
Yeah. You too, man.
I think there's a few more lickers on the higher difficulties. Which isn't fun.
What the hell was that thing?
And Jill shows up in 5. See, the last time I played 5 was... Well, I was back on the 360, so... However many years ago that was. And I don't think it was near the end of the life cycle for 5 for the 360R that it was way before it.
We go.
I'll check my last achievement on 5. Come on, buddy. I thought I missed him then. The splash damage is lovely on this RPG, I must say. You're pretty sure. Yeah, well, it's like,
T.
Chris shows up at 7.
Something real nasty in here.
The end of 7. Weird. It's wild. I know they're all linked. I just don't know the exact timeline and like, which games take place alongside each other and stuff. He'd survive. Oh. Thought still had them making a noise.
Kind of fucked up shooting cops.
He's at the hell. Yeah, he's like the very end, like the cutscene. Also, sorry if we drop frames then. I noticed that the bitrate dropped a little bit. So I like 7 when I played it, but it doesn't feel like a res game, in my opinion. Not compared to like these. And I think 8 is going to be first person as well, isn't it? I mean, it's more scary, definitely. It's more like fucked up. But I know the old school res fans won't be a massive fan of it again. I don't like that music. Is there something still here behind me? Make me feel like I'm gonna get jumped. No, okay. We're good. We good. You haven't played 7, but it looks more like a typical horror game. Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's good that they've done it though, because do you remember, especially in Res 1, Res 2 had it a lot as well. Like it's quite puzzle heavy, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of like keys to get and stuff. Res 7's like that. There's a lot of little puzzle stuff, but it's more horror based as opposed to like run around like action like this. They do feel differently, but they're both very, very good. I guess it's good to not just be known as like just have one like element type thing. Like the different games are good for different reasons and stuff. There's something different for everybody. If that makes sense. I never remember how many there are. He'll say something, I'll take yeah, yo, take a number. Ha 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 ha. And Mr. Liquor. Nobody. There goes the back. And this is interesting, this bit, because we can actually go in and we'll just walk straight out.
This will take some time.
Literally all we gotta do. And then we're done. Easy peasy. And now we're Jill.
Am I the only one who...
On 36 minutes. Use those muscles, Jill, come on. So, because how many saves have I got? 1. I could potentially save here.
Carlos? Damn.
But I think I'm gonna wait until... I'm gonna wait until the hospital. I forgot there were bodies there. Thank God it didn't move forward anymore. So there's always some playing possum, always. That's one thing I think they should have held back on, is the amount of zombies that pretend they're dead. It's a bit overused in this game, in my opinion. Okay, I shit myself then. Didn't expect that guy to fall on me.
Walker's still alive. I can't stay here.
So I think it's this bit that was skipped. Is that the clock tower? Apparently there was a clock tower section in the original. And there was I don't know if you call him a boss or just like a enemy encounter that was skipped. I know nothing about because obviously I've never played it or saw any of the original, but some people think they might do it as a DLC, but it seems a bit scummy if it was in the original and they've held it back as paid DLC. This one we can kill him, I think, in 3 rockets. I think. They just walk into fire. Well, he's dead.
Carlos, you still there?
Is there any health I missed?
Come on.
It's been a while since you played it, even seen the originals. I've saw some of the original, the first one, because like the voice acting is notoriously bad. And my friend made me watch it because it was so funny. I think there's a red herb around here, isn't there? I know, I'm taking time off the speed run. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, the voice acting was so bad in the original. I've never saw 2 or 3 original. And then I've played bits of the rest except for 6. 6 is the one where you can kind of lie on your back, isn't it? Or on your front. You can go prone and stuff.
You're gonna be okay.
So I'm going to save here. It's going to be our second save. Is there any... I'm looking for health sprays, and I probably won't even get hit anyway, so it's fine.
Where's Bard now?
Yeah, the voice acting compared to now is pretty bad. Yeah, 6 you can like dive backwards and shoot on the ground. Yeah, I thought you could. Because like the entire time I played in the demo, me and my buddy were just doing that. So good. Oh, hey there, man. Chill on the roof.
Don't got time for this.
Sneaky, sneaky bugger. I always forget the way to go in the hospital. I don't know why. It's very linear as well. So we shouldn't really be like going the wrong way. Oh. I used to have Ashley from 4 yell on Leon every 2 seconds. See, I saw about that on Reddit. I don't remember it, but there's a lot of memes on Reddit about it. Saying if they remake 4, like, just remove her voice. Like, I think on 4 I got up to the castle. I don't know how far into it that is. That's what I remember though. Got up to a castle. Do a little jump. Get the key. There. At least pointer yelling for Leon as part of the game would ruin if she didn't talk. Yeah, just like tone down her cries for help. She's needy. She is. Am I right in saying that Ashley is supposed to be the president's daughter? Like that's what the rescue mission is. That's what 4's about. It's like Lost Plagos or whatever. I'm remembering keywords. See? I'm not entirely dumb. Just a little bit. I never trust these guys, because... Aha! Well, one of them made a noise. So he probably... He was the one that wasn't actually dead. This is where I actually got jump scared, because... Well, I'll show you. I didn't know that was a thing on like the first playthrough. It got me good. Froggy time. Bye.
Jesus Christ.
You said it, Carlos. Oh, there's another one. I keep forgetting there's more of them. Luckily, I just saw them move. There's something behind the counter in this one, isn't there? Yeah, there's a liquor. See, when I played this through on Nightmare, I heard the scream. I don't know where it was. I just shot and it died. I didn't realize it was behind a counter. Do you always have some kind of jump scare? Yeah, definitely. See, I don't mind jump scares if they're tasteful. The worst is when you play horror games and it's just full of cheap jump scares. Do you have to get overused as well? You've got to be used in the right place, the right time, and not overused. Otherwise, it just gets like tedious and tiring playing. And eventually, you know where they're going to be anyway. You need to like get your guard down before they get you with it. Yeah. I think that's why for me Outlast got a bit boring, because it's very tense, and at the start there's a few jump scares like set the mood, but like you're constantly running away for the entire thing and you're just in a constant state of panic and you know what's coming next and stuff. I still enjoy it, but I feel like they should have toned it down a little bit. But I guess with that type of game, like, obviously you've got no weapons to fight back. You're supposed to be running away scared all the time. The second one's trash. Don't play the second one.
All I wanted to know was what the document
Very
was doing in
strange.
your office in the first place.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm goddamn Nathaniel Bard. I'm the best
Goddamn Nathaniel
biologist you'll ever-
Bard. And you goddamn did.
Bard. Tyrell.
To be fair though, Bard did seem like a bit of a douche, just from that cassette tape.
Shit. And the vaccine? I'm looking.
You don't think Outlast is a game for you? A lot of people don't like it because it's just, I said, it's full on. It's just full on. The best way to describe it, full on. It's good for scares and atmosphere, and it's a good game to stream. But it does get a bit tiring, I feel. Like, when I last played it again on stream, I couldn't wait for it to be over. Because I think it was the second time I've played it, I knew what was coming up. And it was just trying to rush through it. What kind of gave it away? Because it turned the camera on me. Watching Outlast is fine, but I don't think you'll play it. Yeah. I'm trying to think the scariest game I played. I've played Cry of Fear, which... okay, so I was terrified to play Cry of Fear because it was meant to be this... like, the scariest game ever and stuff. It's not even scary. It's messed up. It's not scary. And the graphics are so outdated that it's impossible to get scared by them. The only jumpy bit is the very start with the camera. It's like the first 5 minutes of gameplay. Besides that, it's just messed up. It's actually quite a difficult game as well. I think I barely got through it with enough ammo. And I was on like normal difficulty.
Now the fun shit.
But I've got to play that again on Halloween. Because that's one thing I didn't. I said I was going to do last year, but didn't. Was play a bunch of horror games around like October. I played a few, but yeah. So the problem is I played most of them when I first started streaming. Like I think it was July when I started streaming. Because what I used to do this thing called Spoopy Saturdays, which I occasionally still do. So like I was kind of out horror gamed, if that makes sense, by the time Halloween came around. I'd already played most of the ones that I wanted to play. So I might try and like get a list together for October and then just play. Even if it's not like strictly like super scary, just like dark theme games or something to play. Something like that. You played the Castlevania like game, you don't even remember its name. I've only played one, I think it was Symphony of the Night. It came out as an Xbox Live Arcade game on a 360. And that was pretty good. That was meant to be one of the best, I think. But that's the only one I've played. I haven't even like seen much of them. Oh, you done it for Halloween? So what platform was that on? I couldn't gen. Spoopy Saturdays, yes, Vicky. Vicky remembers. Vicky's an OG. You know Spoopy Saturdays too well. On PC. That's the good thing though as well, because if I do like PC streaming for Halloween, there's so many like cheap games, you know, like scary games you can get on Steam or whatever. Like so many, even if they're trash. You know, that's not really what it's about. It's like, not trying to find like the best game for Halloween. Just trying to play a bunch of scary, short, cheap ones. And there's so many on PC, and they'll cost literally like a few pounds. So I do think most of them will be on PC when I play them. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Was that the one that you played? I haven't actually checked which horror games are coming out. I never even check what games are coming out, because I usually just want like the stuff Joe from E3 and all that, and then just leave it as it is. And then like my friend will tell me, oh, like so like such and such games out next week. I'm like, what? Shit. Like I didn't realize Resident Evil 3 was out like when it, well, whenever it came out, last week or whatever. I didn't realize it was out. For some reason I thought we still had months before it was out. I was like, what? A frog should come through this window in a minute as well. A big scary frog. Frog? Come on. Come on, Froggy. Do it. Do it. There he is. Not you. There he is. I keep calling it a frog. I'm not actually sure what it is. Let's call it a frog. Let's grab this while I'm here. It's annoying because like I'll stand by this detonator and the cutscene like pushes us back through the side of the room. Like. It's 30 seconds of firing an RPG into a crowd. Unfortunately, we can't kill those in the crowds. These don't have hitboxes until they're like over the barrier. We just can't see anything. Just constant explosions. There we go.
Carlos!
Most pointless thing ever. And we're probably about 20 minutes from the end of the game now. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how quickly I can do the bosses. Right. Let me do the thing, yeah. Do the little picklock thing. Are we done with the picklock? No. I mean, we are. I don't think we need to use it anymore, but it doesn't let us discard it just yet. Is there a zombie through it? Yeah. Of course. It normally isn't, but...
Oh, this must be the way underground.
I love like this elevator is huge, but it's so smooth and fast. Okay. It's so smooth. I don't trust it. And quiet as well. It's very quiet.
How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
I'll play timer. Oh, we're fit. Nah. I thought we can get close to an hour. We can't. Because this next bit's going to take at least 5 minutes. We've still got 2 bosses and another section to go. It's crazy though, like how I haven't really been like running off or anything. I've just maybe I've taken like an extra few shots. Just to be cautious. Or maybe not sprinted through a few times, and it's added like 10 minutes onto the playthrough. Just shows how like bang on and exact speedrunners have got to be.
I must admit, I respect your tenacity.
And shows why I'll never be a speedrunner.
Our games end here.
You think this is over?
Do. Grab this fuse. Thank you. Oh, we've just got enough room as well. Before I go down, now there's a creature in there. I've fallen for that shit. I think that spawns instead of the dogs, because usually 2 dogs spawn here. But on Nightmare, they never spawned here, so... I assume. Oh, they get moved into one of the crates actually over there. Pretty sure.
Dead end.
Fairly certain.
Wait.
Red herb? No, there's normally red herb there. I mean, I don't need it, but it would be nice. Because I think before and during the boss battles, there's like a shit ton of healing items. We should be good. Right. The crates of death. To fire an RPG in here as soon as it drops. So nothing in there. Or do we just blow? It's like the 4th dimension. There's a frog and dogs in this one, I think. Oh, there's 3 dogs? Well, there was. There was. I can't believe people have done this legit on, like, S Rank Inferno. With, like, the standard weapons. Nuts. They're all crazy and very good. The game. And I'm only a little bit jealous. So the frog guy doesn't spawn in front of us. He spawns after we pick up the fuse, I think, behind us. He does.
All right, here goes.
He keeps dodging. He's so good at dodging. He dodged that the last playthrough as well. Like, it looks like you hit him, but he just jumps over it. He's a fast boy. He's quick. Jump down, please, Jill. Thank you. See ya. I was about to put the first aid spray in there then. It just looks like a chunky fuse. $55 minutes. I'm still going for an hour 10.
Shit, he got away.
I'll be happy with anything under.
What was he doing in here?
This way.
I know, T. No, bro.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Do, 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 do. So having the field manual helps dodge, and I guess just increases the time box for when you can push the dodge button, which is going to be crucial for the boss at the end. Please, T. Please, dude. Open the door. Right, so this is like the last section, basically, and it's very easy. Can't remember where the enemies are, so we're just gonna fire at will. I think there's one up here on the left. Oh, is it? Oh. Okay, he was straight ahead. We got him. Oh, we're now done with the lockpick. So we've got plenty of room as well for heals during the boss fights. I'm hoping we don't really need to use many, but we'll stock up when we can, just in case. Guys, I got some new t-shirts today. I got 6 new t-shirts. I'm excited to win one of them now. It's a Venom one. I got a Hollow Knight one. I got two Goose Game ones. What else did I get? How many is that? 4. Oh, the other 2. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. I like one's not like a video game. One's like I'm trying to think how it's described. Oh, hey. Did we kill him? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the artistic name. It's like, say, it's a silhouette of a bear, and then inside the bear's a forest. Is it double negative or something? I'm trying to remember what it's like the actual like image type is. Looks cool. And then what's the other one? Oh, the other one's like an astronaut holding a jellyfish, because why not? Get on a lift. What's the button, Jill? I don't think you can clip through walls. Don't think we can. I might play Res 2 if it's like the rewards are similar to this, in terms of the RPG and infinite ammo stuff. Oh, there's a red herb. Well, we'll grab that. Just for extra heals. Because I only actually played Res 2 once. I didn't actually finish the alternate story. It's like a shorter story, isn't it? I didn't even finish that, I don't think. I've already done like the main game once. Jump through the glasses, please. How far have I got to go? Yeah. Back a little bit. Oh dear. Oh shit. Get them all. Got them all. God damn, a lot of those jump out. Oh, did we get the guy up here with the weird head? I don't know if we did. Oh, we did. We got him with splash damage, I think. He's playing possum. No, we're good. She plays possum. I know that because the playthrough I watched, someone nearly got grabbed by her because they didn't know.
I might use this to synthesize the vaccine.
So I was trying to work out if our health was full or not. So like a different shade of green when it says fine. There's two fines. There's dark green fine, which is like full health, and then there's oh, this one's alive. It's like a slightly lighter green, which is like the next best. So we've basically got to do 2 bosses now, and then we're done.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
I think what they should have done with this section as well is change the combination so it's not always medium, high, low. So once you know it, it's like, I don't have to figure it out. Okay. Ready for the Jill book camp? Yep. Because why not, Capcom? I don't understand this, but like, I don't think anyone's ever failed this. You just gotta push forward. For like 5 seconds. Yeah, we're done. Now we get to make our 3rd save. Ooh, baby. 3rd save. Should we grab any health? I think there's first aid spray. So we got quite a lot of first aid actually. Well, let's go in for the boss fight, which shouldn't be an issue at all. It should not be an issue. Not this one. You might get hit once if I missed like the first rocket or something. On Nightmare, I missed the first rocket. I shot like at the wall. Something stupid. Nah, we've done it. There we go. It's so dumb. It's so dumb how easy it is.
Nikolai,
So silly.
I have to get that vaccine
Roof. And then we make our final save. And about the very last thing in the game, that was the last boss fight, and this is what's probably going to cause me the most pain. Ah. Okay. Wish me luck, guys. It's only because he's got this combo where he like slams down 3 times. If you get caught by the first one, you're dead. You're just dead. Because I haven't actually healed this playthrough, have I? Besides when you've got to.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
Oh shit. Oh, we missed one. We missed a blister. If we're quick, we can get 2 in one go. But I don't think we can. No, we've got no chance.
I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
I'm gonna heal because I'm scared. This isn't even that hard. You've just got to basically dodge one wave of attacks, then we're done. Can I do it? I don't know, guys. This is it. No! You arsehole. Don't you dare. We've done it. First go. No deaths. Unless I fuck this up. Which, holding my beer, is very possible with me. Whoop. Come here, Nemesis. Yeah, buddy.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
Tell him, Jill. Inferno S Rank, hell yeah, McNeth. No deaths. We healed 3 times at the end because I was scared. But that's it. Also, the one bit in the story that you've got to heal. Otherwise you die. Unless this takes me an hour to get to the roof. And we should get it. Ooh, I've never actually admired this. It's quite big. How are you today anyway, McNuff? You been up to much? Quite big. Hey. A little bit. It's quite spacious. I'll go for the dick shot. Which never registers. No, I'm just chill. Have you just woke up? I know you've been waking up late recently. Woke up at that 2 hours ago. See, I knew you would. Did we do it? 1 hour 6? Well, I said 1 hour 10. So I've got the notifications disabled. I will show that we got the achievements though. It popped through on my phone. 0 deaths, 4 saves. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's take a cheeky screenshot. Don't know why, because I'm recording.